Squeaking in a little training run over the packs. Got a little buddy here. Hey guy, hey pup. Been doing 8 miles today. Got a nice little section of trail. It was cool to run into some golden retrievers on the trail. Favorite kind of dog. Right now we're running down from Packmanadnock to North Pack. It's a cool section in between. You know, all rollers can really pick up the pace. Five weeks out from the Wapack and back. Just doing another trail loop on Mount Wapack. Yesterday I covered the north end of the Wapack race from the northern terminus from North Pack to Miller State Park, which is Packmanadnock. And I figure today I'll cover the south end. Just try to get some easy miles in and get some vertical. And as you'll see in a second, the vertical's coming right up. It's nice to see the ice is gone, but it's been raining like every day this week, so it's a little muddy, but gotta keep those miles coming. It's a nice day to be out anyway. Get some movement in. Well, we made it to the summit of Mount Wapack. We got the summit pile back there. I guess there used to be an old fire tower up here, an old watchtower, so that would have been cool to see back in the day. Some of you might be wondering, you know, if you're just getting into trail running, you know, what are some basics I need to grab just to, you know, be safe and have fun out on the trail? Well, I mean, just to get out on the trail, I'd recommend some nice grippy trail shoes. I got the Speedgoat 5s on right now. I've got several other pairs of different makes and models, but anything with a Vibram sole, the outsole, I would highly recommend. Just in New England, as you can see, we got a lot of granite. It can and slippery, and I've never had any issues with any Vibram product having a good amount of grip. So at a bare minimum, just some nice, stable, comfortable for you trail shoes. And then you're probably going to want to get something to carry water and food and maybe some supplies on the longer trail runs. I have a Solomon Adventure 12 liter running pack here, and it carries a couple flasks. I only got one today because I'm only out for a short little jaunt, but it lets me carry a first aid kit and, you know, toilet paper and wipes, and, you know, just anything you might need when you're out and you're kind of on your own in the woods. But that's just the basics. You can get fancy and get GPS watches and stuff like that. You can get real cheap ones on Amazon. You can go right up to the real expensive Garmin's. I highly recommend getting used if you can, just to save some money. But that's just the basics to get started. And you kind of figure it out as you go. You know, everyone's got their own different individual needs. That is neat looking out in the distance there. Right now we're at the top of Nutting Hill on the Wapack Trail, the Wapack section of the Wapack Trail anyway. This is heading down from the summit. It's another little viewpoint that's really, really nice. You can see we got the cloud kind of coming between us and the top of Mount Wapack where we just were. So it's pretty nice. And the Hoka speed goats are holding up pretty good. These are my current trainers because they're very close to the Hoka Tectonics 3s that I'll be using for the Wapack and back race. So gets the feet used to pretty much the same drop and the same configuration. It's just the Tectonics 3s have a carbon fiber plate and dual layer PIBA foam, so they're going to be really responsive. So that'll allow me to pick up the pace on the flats and the downhills really nicely. So looking forward to letting those things eat a little bit. Anyway, as far as clothing goes, and I really recommend Darn Tough socks. They're merino wool and they're just great. Like my feet, they've been getting soaked all day, they're not cold, and they're drying out as we speak. So you can't go wrong there. Just good pair of socks, good pair of shoes, some moisture wicking clothes, a way to carry your water and gear, and you are set. So, well, time to hit the trail.